Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. We have a new tank. We have a new tank in the game, and it is the Chimera. Chimera. I think it's a Chimera. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going with Chimera. And it is a British Tier 8 medium tank that has a 127mm gun. Now, before I get underway, it's a crate tank. I'm not happy. I'm still going to review it, even though it's a crate tank. Don't worry, guys. I'm still going to review the crate tank. It's my job to review the tank. But I'm disappointed that it is crates. I mean, it's a Tier 8 tank. It's a Tier 8 tank in crates. Just sell it. Just sell the tank. But it is what it is. Let's have a look at the stats. I mean, the stats, they're meh. I mean, the turret has 203mm of armor, while the hull has 114. Other than that, it's not really got much armor. While I'm playing it, I mean, I was playing it a couple of days before it was released. I'm not bouncing much. I'm not bouncing. Maybe it's because the way I'm playing, I'm not hold down. I'm just not bouncing much, and I seem to be getting spotted by everything. The DPM, only 2023. However, it has that big gun. It's 13.1 seconds reload. Penetration, 218 on your AP, 252 on your APCR, and I think it's 50. Come on, Measy, scroll down. 64 on your HE. Now, I'm running this with the rammer. I'm not running this with calibrated shells. I think the penetration, I mean, I don't want to run it with calibrated shells because it has such low DPM anyway. I want to maximize the DPM as much as I can. So I'm just running it with the rammer. It does have a 440 alpha with 400 on your APCR and 530 on your HE. Aim time 3.9 at standard. You can get that down into the sort of the 2 seconds, 2.9 or something like that. Dispersion 0.326, and the gun depression is 10 degrees. Speed 50 kilometers an hour as well. Now, I was quite disappointed in a few ways. One, because this is crates and it is Tier 8. I don't like crates in Tier 8. 10, okay, acceptable. Tier 8, no. Also, I'm disappointed because I didn't think I would like this tank. I think because of the DPM, etc., I thought, you know what, this shouldn't be in crates because it's going to be a stupid tank as well. But I'm liking it. I am actually liking it. I'm not afraid to say that I'm enjoying playing this tank. And the armor-wise, as you can see, I mean, the bottom plate 157mm. You start getting up into the 200 meters if you start using that gun depression. You start pointing it down, and you've got some spaced armor all around as well. You've got some spaced armor on the turret, red around the turret. So if you start wiggling, you will get some bounces. And as you can see, the side skirts are all spaced armor as well. Now, the turret is a huge turret, absolutely massive, and it's weak all of the way around. So definitely be careful. I mean, you've got the spaced armor to the side of your tracks, but I think that's just kind of obsolete because you've got such a big turret. If people start shooting your track, then they're going to be stupid that you've got that massive turret to shoot. So you're not going to bounce too many. As I've been playing it, as I've said, I haven't bounced many whatsoever. The speed is okay. I mean, I like the gun depression. I like the aim time. I like the accuracy. All that seems okay, and that's probably why I am actually liking the shots. I'm actually hitting quite a few snapshots, and because it has a 127mm gun and it has the 440 alpha, I am sort of high rolling a lot, but I am also low rolling. I mean, what was that? A 550 damage there, nice from a medium tank, which is kind of like the T-34-3. But this has gun depression over the T-34-3. It doesn't have as much armor, especially the turret armor, but it has that gun depression, and I'm guessing that's why I kind of like this tank, and I really shouldn't like this tank, and I just don't know why I like it, because playing it I do get wrecked. And the first couple of games I thought this is going to be shit. The penetration is kind of average, but 2000 DPM in a medium tank, it's not great at all. So it's definitely not a frontline tank. It definitely isn't a frontline tank. If you go brawling in this and you end up on your own, you are going to get absolutely wrecked. Yes, you can deal damage, but you're going to get absolutely ripped apart. Even by these tanks like the Dracula, anything like that. Anything with DPM. I mean, tier 7 mediums are just going to out DPM you by a long way. So it's nice with the alpha, and you can really pump that damage out, especially if you can get some HE shots in there. But other than that, you're not. I mean, the Dracula in front, we're not bounced. We bounced 225. That's all we're going to bounce. That's all we're going to bounce that game. We did actually go on to win that game. So this game, this was one of my first games, and this was probably one of the easiest aces I'm ever going to get. Easiest, not just easiest, one of the easiest aces, but one of the easiest battles that I'm ever going to get. It's just like no one wanted to attack me. So it is Supremacy, and we are going to head towards base A, and the enemy are going to also start capping base B. So T-34 free there, and this is what I mean by snapshots. Nice, easy snapshot into that T-34 free, doing 465 alpha. And it was a nice shot. I mean, it was a nice quick poke, nice quick shot, and we do manage to hit, and I've done that quite a few times. I've snapshotted tanks quite a few times, and it has hit most times. So with that, and the 10 degrees of gun depression, I mean, when I'm not as I've said, I'm not bouncing many shots in this tank, but I've only had a few games in it. If I start playing it more and maybe start playing it a bit reserved and using that gun depression to its max, then I think I'll definitely start seeing some more block damage. But at the moment, I'm just seeing sort of how it brawls. I haven't played tier 9 yet, so I don't think it's going to pan out too well against tier 9. You are going to struggle a bit, I think. The penetration isn't quite there with that big alpha as well. You're going to struggle to pen a lot of the tier 9 heavies. So definitely don't get caught out. Definitely don't get caught out on your own against a couple of mediums or even a light tank. I mean, if you do come up against a light tank, just load the HE and try and do... I mean, you could do over 600 damage in this tank with the HE. So 370 there. I mean, you can low roll. Our average is 440, and we hit 370, which is quite a lot below your average. But because it's 440, most of your rolls will be above the 400 mark, which is pretty good. So this game, we haven't been shot at once. I mean, we're going to rush the Borzik now, and we do 594 HE roll into him. And it is 5 against 4, so I really want to clear him. He's the one that can really damage us, and I do have a teammate that is shooting him as well. So we're just going to poke forward. Again, we are able to get our gun down over that hill because of the gun depression, and we can take him out pretty easy. Now, this T-28 Defender has gone AFK, so I'm just going to get some damage up. Fucking server, said the Borzik. So I'm just going to get some damage up shooting the Black Prince, who has 1,000 DPM more than we do. So we're going to get one more shot. He does turn around. There goes the IS-3. So it is now just 2 tanks left alive. And we do get another 481 roll into him, which wasn't a high roll. Wasn't a max roll, but that was still a pretty decent high roll. So now at this stage, it's 5 against 2. We're just going to farm some damage. And look at that, a HE shot. It actually does lower, it did lower than our normal AP shot. So, yeah, quite funny. So we are going to take out this T-28 Defender, and our team is going to take out the Black Prince. So that is the Chimera. Am I going to recommend it? Of course. Of course, fuck no. I'm not going to recommend it because it's crates. If Wargaming want to sell crates, that's up to them. If you want to buy crates, it's up to you. You're not getting a top-notch tank, which is good, which is a good thing. At least they're not putting a completely broken tank in crates. But it is a tier 8 tank, and it is in crates. And that is all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye. With